New Zealand, the defending champions, on a 25-match winning streak currently, taking on the fearsome, ferocious French, a team who've long been on a rapid trajectory. Amadi gets this final underway. It goes down to the New Zealand captain, Sarah Goss. Brazier, Williams. New Zealand putting it through the hands, working down the right as Nathan Wong. Goss, she's got Woodman outside her, but Goss goes it alone and goes into a heavy contact. Amadi it was who made the tackle. France locked in over the ball. Penalty New Zealand.
Off feet.
Marjorie Mayans, she really misses a tackle, but was penalised there. Brazier again going to the line, looking for the inside ball with Blyde, who gets the twinkle toes moving. Dragged to the ground by Ota. Tui clears. Goss again. And here's Woodman's first touch, but she's immediately surrounded by French defenders. Who else but Shannon Izard? She tackles, she carries, she does everything. Izard for France. Brazier stepping. Trying to get away and shot down. France hitting their tackles and hitting them hard. Nathan Wong shakes and goes herself. Now she's looking for support. It comes in the form of Brazier, and here's Williams to back her up. Just clings on. Blyde on the outside. Michaela Blyde, she's got the speed. She cuts inside again. Abonnez drags her. Inches from the line. Blyde goes once more. She's over.
There's no one more appropriate to cross over for the first time for New Zealand in this match than Michaela Blyde, 2017 World Rugby Women's 7th Player of the Year. But it's the hot steppers in the middle doing the hard yards here. Tyler Nathan Wong, Kelly Brazier, really turning that French defence inside out. But Michaela Blyde, she knew she couldn't back herself on the outside. She stepped back in, and a quick place pick up and go. Good vision from her to see that there was no defence in front of that ruck, and she had no one marking her, all the opportunity to dive over that line.
Nathan Wong from the conversion out wide. It just glances across the face. Michaela Blyde, the leading try scorer, is first on the board in the final. New Zealand 5, France 0. Nathan Wong will switch the kick-off out to the right. She'll look for Woodman to leap, but it's going to come short. France played it though through Mayans. And that gives France going forward, and that's a clever little pass to find Pell on the outside. Goss having to be awake to the threat of Chloe Pell. Eventually Woodman comes in support, but France keeping alive. Williams coming in with the big hit. She spied Mayans. Penalty New Zealand, but Niall Williams was offside. Amadi, they're playing with a real pace. This game is going at an absolute clip. Out wide to Geran, the tall, strong figure of Lena Geran. Ball goes to ground and cleared. Amadi, Goss has rushed up this time, and it might have left a little hole out here for Pell, but they're able to scramble back as the pass just went slightly behind Chloe Pell. She pops a great ball to Mayans on the outside. France keeping the ball alive, and now it goes to ground. Penny Orta it was, and they get a penalty too.
France just getting a little bit ahead of themselves in attack here, throwing some loose passes rather than taking it into contact. A nice sneaky offload just on that left-hand side, but it's the relentless defence. Again there from Sarah Goss, leading from the front.
Brazier, heavily involved Brazier, but she set up Nathan Wong there, and Amadi spied her and has smashed Nathan Wong, and they've come through. Amadi, who thought she was ready to fire, ripped back again by Goss. How did the New Zealand captain win that back for her team? Williams, Blyde on the inside, trying to again cut in on that favoured angle. She likes to work those two, Williams and Blyde out there. We thought that France would be hard and physical, and that's exactly what they are. Brazier's got herself in trouble here, looking for the support. It comes in the form of Goss, and now Ruby Tui will take a hitter. Fending off to Blyde. New Zealand happy to play it around in front of their own goalpost, and now Goss breaks clear. She's going to look for Woodman, or is she going to do it herself? Sarah Goss is going to have to go 90 metres. Can she link up with Woodman as France close? one-on-one with Powell, and now hit from behind by Hota. What a bust downfield by Sarah Goss. France's defence has got back. And now New Zealand, who are pinned into their own post as Williams offloads and Nathan Wong does likewise. Blythe again, she's got one, looking for a second. Izar coming in, the French are making some big hits on New Zealand. They can't get their hands back on the ball just yet. Brazy or Williams is going to get smashed by Mayans. Heaved across field from Tui to Goss. And now straight to Woodman, the early quick ball for Portia Woodman. One-on-one with Funny Hota, goes around the outside, Hota clings on, Woodman heads up, goes again, she knew the rule, she backed herself in, Portia Woodman down the right side for New Zealand.
Portia Woodman, she's a phenomenal athlete. It was almost inevitable that she was going to cross the line, but it was the work initially at the other end of the field from Sarah Goss. Once again, sees that gap, off she goes, pumping the knees, head down. And she knew she wasn't going to get there, so the cavalry came in the form of Portia Woodman, and it was the work of every single player on that Kiwi side. Everyone had a touch of the ball, stayed composed, and that's a class act if I ever did see one. It's the diversity within this Black Fern side that really gives them a point of difference. They've got Portia Woodman on the right edge, Michaela Blythe on the left edge. They've got some magic happening in the middle of the field.
End to end and side to side, the conversion misses from Nathan Wong, and it's 10 points to 0 New Zealand as the clock ticks down on the first half of the World Cup final. Collision in the air. That's Shakira Baker onto the field for New Zealand, rolling some subs. Woodman it is who's getting a breather. Gail Broughton's out there as well for the Kiwis. Niall Williams to the bench.
No, good contest.
France
So
still sticking with their same 7 at the moment. Final play of the first half.
Crouch.
Scintillating first
Bind.
half. Everything you'd expect
Set.
from a final between two fabulous teams.
Hang on. Okay, wait until the ball comes in. You must stay strong for me, okay? Stay strong. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Nathan Wong to feed for New Zealand, 10 metres inside French territory. Broughton, her first touch, will take it to the line. Well looked after. They know the threat, the X factor that Gail Broughton possesses. Here's Goss again for carry number 1,000 of the first half. Blythe, look to go on the outside, cut back into field, drags 2 defenders with her, locks in over the ball.
Tackler first. Must roll.
Nathan Wong goes quickly. Nathan Wong has twisted the French defence around. She's caught them off guard. Thailand, Nathan Wong for New Zealand goes in once more. France are on the back foot.
That's a sneaky little 5 points there for Tyler Nathan Wong. She's been orchestrating everything that happens through the midfield, setting her outside players up, and it was a strong carry here from Michaela Blythe, forcing 2-3 defenders in there, and she saw the space, picked and went. But Sarah Goss, once again with the clean out, the work rate from that woman is incredible. What a way to go into half-time.
Half-time it is. 3 tries for New Zealand. This woman here scoring the third of them as she tries to curl it around. Not quite. Nathan Wong takes New Zealand out to a 15-0 lead at half-time over France in the championship final. Big, deep breaths. What can the French muster? Montserrat Amadi, she is key to whatever the response may be. The New Zealand fans are dancing in the stands. But there's still 7 minutes to go.
4.
Second half underway through the boot of Tyler Nathan Wong. Up and high, looking for Shakira Baker. It falls for France though. Oh, Broughton raced up and it was battered on really well by the French team. Grassino looking to free Guerin on the outside. Guerin on Blythe. Blythe's got her covered this time. Ball stays in play.
Advantage knock on.
Advantage New Zealand's way.
Advantage over.
And now over. Goss just taking them on by herself as she's surrounded by French defenders, and then the support comes in the form of Tui.
She's gone forward.
And a forward pass
Just
from New
forward in
Zealand.
front, yeah.
Just a little rush of blood there.
It's exactly what France need to really get their momentum up. They need to have respect for the ball. I know their nerves would be running rampant right now, but they need to stay composed. They need Izar to really step up here. She's been phenomenal throughout this weekend, and they need some X factor. They need something, but first and foremost, just possession. Hold on to the ball. Use your strength.
Set.
It's bobbling around in there, so
Same
they'll
tunnel.
reset that
Just
scrum.
come out the same tunnel. Just the same.
France just
Yeah,
on their
yeah,
own
just keep
side
going,
of
keep the
halfway in midfield, there or thereabouts. So perfect position to attack from.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Gassineur to feed. They go to the right where Amadi and Geran wait. Amadi taking on the line herself. Gassineur clears. Looking to heave it across was Mayans, but that New Zealand defence had again rushed up. Not many tackles being missed by either team at the moment. Baker come up quickly, and that left a little hole for Otta to run through. It falls back for Ruby Tui though. And now Blyde with a chance to reset for New Zealand with the support of Baker and Tui. Brazier, Goss, Broughton ranging out there. That left-hand side, a dangerous place for her to be. She's going to have to go in and dig in and do some tough physical stuff here. Good contact. I think Gassineur it might be who's got in there and wrapped up the ball for France. There's a real wrestle. They're all getting in, and it'll be France possession.
1, 11, and 12.
That is a phenomenal effort there from Gassineur. The battle between Gail Broughton, Gassineur, and she knew the rules straight away. More was called. She got her knees on the ground, and she'll regain the scrum for France.
2.
Fresh legs in for France, and it's one of the danger women too, Ansa Siofani. Jersey number 2, ranging wide on the wing. Caroline Drouin out there as well. And Woodman back into the action for New Zealand. Looks as if
Turn back on.
changes
Crouch.
coming thick and fast.
Bind. Set.
Broughton stepping, can't find a way through this time, Broughton, but quick ball retention, and Tui trying to create some space on the outside for Blyde. She goes herself and then is driven back by Amadi. French player out in back play on the left. I think it's Coralie Bertrand who has also just come on the field, but Goss won't matter about that because she's gone again. Oh, great hands, Woodman. And then the strength to get rid of Gassineur. Siofani eventually wrestles Woodman to the ground. They've locked in over the ball there. Beautifully done by Chloe Pell.
Time off.
And they're just going to take some time here for, fairly sure it's Coralie Bertrand who's down on the outside. So we see the work of Woodman.
She's such a power athlete. Fends off 1, fends off 2, fends off 3. It takes almost 4 or 5 players to get her on the ground. But the ruck work from Chloe Pell, this is something that's been such a strong aspect of their game this weekend. They've had the most turnovers, a positive turnover rate.
Do you want to give it what? Hold on. Still making. Yeah, we still got time off. Happy?
Big smiles there for Ruby Tui. She's still got plenty in the tank.
France must muster a response, and it must come now. 15-0 New Zealand lead in the final, 3.5 to go. Tui's got in there once more. Is she going to get the hands on? Wins the penalty for New Zealand, and Brazier sets off again. Finds Broughton in support, and Blyde. Blyde just carries and carries hard time after time. Scores lots of tries, but does a power of work. Goss. Woodman looking to get on the outside of Powell. She's going to back her speed. Portia Woodman. She is lightning. Portia Woodman. Shot down. Goes again. Are they going to stop her? Just. It took every ounce of French power to stop Portia Woodman. But here come New Zealand again. Broughton. Into the hands of Tui. Tries to shovel it along quickly to Blythe. It bounces into Michaela Blythe's hands, who busts through one. Going hard at the line, and Michaela Blythe goes in again. That might be the one that seals the deal for New Zealand.
What a finish there from Blythe. It was the initial groundwork from her a few phases back when she took it into contact, drew in two players, reset for the rest of her side. They had the overlap, and it was Portia Woodman made the break down the left-hand side, and then they swung it all the way back to the right-hand side. And Blythe just pumping her legs through the contact. Here it is, almost tripped over, but too much balance in the legs of Blythe. They've been on fire, the Black Ferns.
Less than 2 minutes to go now, and New Zealand on track for another World Cup title. 22 points to nil. Michaela Blythe, 8 tries in the tournament. She has been lethal on the left, ridiculous on the right. Nathan Wong will look for Woodman again. Teresa Fitzpatrick onto the field for New Zealand, and there she is making the tackle on the danger of Siofani. Good hands by Bertrand. Oh, fending away Brazier. Broughton goes in with the heavy hit. Siofani. Space might open up here for France. She can get the long legs moving, Siofani, but well looked after by Fitzpatrick. Oh, ball goes to ground. Took her eye off it, did Sainlo.
They're not withholding the pressure. France, every time they have the opportunity with the ball, they're not capitalising on those moments. They're not completing their attacking sets. And it's really hurting them.
Okay, let's go. Crouch, bind, set.
Nathan Wong. Brazier has been effective in a playmaking role. Blythe hit the line again, skipping through tackles. Michaela Blythe, there is nothing she cannot do. What a try, what a performance. A hat-trick in the final for Michaela Blythe. The celebrations are starting for the Kiwis.
Can you believe this? Not anyone in this Kiwi side can say that they've scored a hat-trick in this final except for Michaela Blythe. She's in the best form we've ever seen her in, running hard lines, stepping off that lethal left foot, and you can see the determination in her face. Once she gets the legs pumping through some space, that is it.
Joyous celebrations. New Zealand go back-to-back. Rugby World Cup Sevens champions for the second straight time. They are a force of nature at the moment, this team of sisters as they call each other. And they enjoy the celebrations. The final score in the final, New Zealand 29, France 0, as comprehensive as it could be. Back-to-back, New Zealand's Black Ferns, 2018 Rugby World Cup champions. Defending the title, won in Moscow 5 years ago.